So what could be this movie that you want to see for first time, and also you want to feel again all the emotions. So now think for a moment. I know that you are thinking in one movie, so now share with me. What movie do you want to see again for first time? Mhm. What movie do you like a lot? For example, for me, I don't know why. I think this is because I want to be on my comfort zone every day. But I want to see. I have three movies that I see again and again, and it is like a. It could be the first time I'm watching because I'm laughing about the same joke. So it is Mean Girls and White Chicks, no, with this movie of these brothers, and for me are my favorites. I know that some people said, okay, this is a normal, a regular movie, but for me, these these movies are a piece of art. So for you, what do you think? What movie is your favorite you want to see and again and again? Please share because I want to listen recommendations. Okay, Milagros, hello, tell me.
Hello, everybody. Well, there's a movie that I like so much, and it's Shrek, number one or number two, also. I like it because it's very, very funny, and each time that I see again, I discover some feelings that I didn't notice before. So that's it.
Oh, Milagros. Give me a heart if you are a shark lover, okay? Please react with a heart if you are a shark lover. I love also shark movies. For me, they are very interesting. Okay, Luz, Carolina, Pamela, Milagros, James. Oh, great. Milagros also. Okay, Isa, tell me.
Okay, there are a lot of movies that I love, but the last one that I watched and I really like was about the Society of the Andes. Well, I can see that it gives us a really good message, a beautiful message, because maybe also the situation that maybe difficult situation that we pass during the day or during the year or during the life, also these kind of obstacles that we have in the life, we have to know how to, for example, how to overtake or maybe how to maybe to do something or maybe to look for a solution in order to maybe be happy with your life, right? Because there are a lot of people who thinks about, for example, okay, I give up because I can do it, but those people also this situation, this difficult situation about maybe don't have anything to eat, they try to solve their own problems, right?
Yes. So thank you, Isa. So give me a reaction if you saw this movie. I didn't see yet, but if you see the movie that Isa mentioned, please give me a reaction.
So try to not to eat nothing.
This is based on a book, right? And the book is based on a real situation. Because when I was a child, I saw a movie that is based not on the book, but based a kind of the situation of this group of this rugby team, no, who were flying and broke
Yes. In the
the
book,
plane broke. Yes,
yes.
it was terrible. Yes, I remember. I have some I now no make a documental. Yes, a documentary movie. Thank you, Aisha. Who wants? Who more want? I'm taking note of your recommendations. Okay, Andrea, and after Linda. First, Andrea.
Okay, hello again. I think that a movie that I would like to see one more time for the first time is The Sixth Sense. I saw it when I was a child, and I think that the twist that this movie has is really unexpected. And watching for the second time, you catch all the clues that you may miss the first time, but I think that nothing compares to see it for the first time, so I would love to see it again.
Oh my God, the Sixth Sense, right? I never heard, or maybe yes. I don't know who is the main character.
Oh, I can't remember the name of the actor, but it was a child, and it's with. Ah, no, I'm not
Ah,
really sure.
Bruce
I'm not really
Willis.
sure.
Bruce
Yeah,
Willis and the
yeah, he
boy
was a.
is the name. How do you? I can
I
remember, but
can't
the boy.
remember.
I can remember the name of the boy, but he also was on this movie. Artificial. I can remember as a robot. Yes. Hallie Joel Osment, something like that. I can't remember well. Yes, good. I like this movie too. Okay, thank you, Andrea. So now, Linda, tell me about.
Well, the movie that I would like to see as the first time is 100 First Dates. That is a movie of Drew Barrymore and Adam Sandler. Uh, and why? Because it was a really good movie. I don't usually like the movies of Adam Sandler. I don't find it really funny or a good actor. But that movie was he was really cute. He was really charming. And after that, I couldn't see it again because I felt bored. Like the first time, it gave a better impact. When you see it several times, it loses its charm. But I would like to see it as the first time.
Oh, thank you, Linda. Adam Sandler has really good movies, but in the other hand, has really bad movies. It's like
Yeah, some of them are really charming, really good, really funny, but some of them are really horrible, are terrible. Like,
it is like how this man can create this movie and also has this horrible movie. I can.
yeah, you can see 100 First Days and also Jack and Jill and said, it's the same person, it's the same actor, and how awful can he be?
Yes, I understand, Linda. Thank you. So now, Ryan, what about you?
Can you hear me, Miss?
Yes.
Hey. Well, although the movie is old, I like The Godfather because I like the story and the drama. I see it again and again. I love Al Pacino's movies.
Ah, okay. The Good Father. The Good Father. I have to confess. I must confess. I never seen The Good Father. The because it's a series of movies, right? Three movies, I believe. Also has a book, but I never. I know because it's part of the popular culture, but I never. But I like mafia and gangster movies. And also likes Al Pacino. Also, Ryan. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, someone more? No more? Someone wants? Okay, Luz, the last but not the least.
Okay, my favorite movie is Maybe for You. It's a romantic movie uh, that have like a different ending. Is a little maybe happy ending, but at the same time, no so happy because well, no spoiler, but not
Spoil,
happy.
spoil. I love spoilers.
Okay, don't worry. Okay, the boy want to die at the end of the movie. Die. That they probably all the movie you believe that probably he could he could change that idea, but no, he was very decided about that.
Oh, I also didn't see this movie. I need to watch more movies. Also, you have Kelly. Kelly's giving heart because maybe I think it's also her favorite movie. Okay, so after talk, um, yeah, Kelly says yes. It's my favorite movie also. Okay, okay. So now, thank you for sharing this with me, with us. It's a good, it's a good, it's a good moment. I like it. No, the art through the movies, also the music on the movies, reflect what how we could be or how we are. So now let's start after this moment. So we are on the topic number 3 after talking about standards for the English program, also connect the standards with the Minedu competences. Now we are going to talk about evaluation instruments at Innova School because this part is interesting and important. So I have two questions. Two questions. Which instruments did you use to assess and evaluate students? What the difference between assess and evaluate? Because maybe these words could be similar, but there is a difference. So, okay, Isa is answering on the chat box. So please give me a brainstorming on the chat box. Which instruments did you use to assess and evaluate students? Okay, we have two ideas. Give me more. Give me more. How do you evaluate or assess your students? Or say, no, I don't do that. No. Okay, Jessica, tell me, which instruments did you use to assess and evaluate students?
Mm, checklist too.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now you mentioned rubric, checklist. What other instrument do you know?
It could be exams.
Okay, exams, yes. It helps to measure no, how much students learn. Okay. So, what's the difference between assess and evaluate? Is it the same or not? What do you think? Assess, evaluate. Oh, Isa is mentioned something important. So, what do you think? I want to listen a ver, let's see. Okay, Milagros, what do you think? What's the difference between assess and evaluate?
Well,
Evaluate.
I understand assess is during the process while the
Mhm.
student is learning, and the evaluation it could be the goal, the aim, the final result.
Okay, I have two keywords, no process and final product, no at the end, something like okay, Monica.
Okay, I consider that assessment is positive. It provides feedback. It's ongoing during the lessons plans and evaluations. I think that um, it's against standards because we learn along the year, and evaluation it's like closure, no? And I think that better is to assess than evaluate.
Okay, also you give important keywords that it is feedback, no feedback. So let's continue. Who wants to tell me more about this? Now we have keywords. No, you mentioned feedback. You mentioned progress. You mentioned at the end. No, final product. So we are going to go back to these questions at the end of of our when we finish the topic, okay, in order that you, okay, what what I suppose that what I was supposing about this and what I know, okay, in order to compare this. Okay, evaluation instruments at Innova schools. So as someone of you mentioned, formative and summative assessment. And at Innova schools, we work these two ways, formative and summative assessment. So maybe you have some ideas that come into your mind, but now we are going to see a video. We are going to watch a video about what is summative and what is formative. They are separate or they are together. Um, we can work both at the same time, or we need to choose only one. So we are going to see the video. And when you see the video, you are going to tell me what is the difference between formative and summative assessment. And you are going to answer these questions on a Jamboard, okay? In order not to to try to use this, we are going to answer on the chat box, okay? But for me, it's better because I can read on time, on the real time. So first question, when do we use each type of assessment and how can students use the assessment received? So we have two questions. When, no, as it's talking about time. When you as a teacher are going to use this assessment, when you are going to use summative and when you are going to use formative, and how our students can use the assessment received. How? No, how can they use the formative assessment and how can they use the summative assessment? So now please pay attention to the video. Also, I'm going to write the questions on the chat box. So let me see. Why are those okay? Here. Para compartir audio, comparte una pestaña o pantalla completa. No me deja compartir el audio.
Do you have it, or maybe you would like to do it, Andy?
Yeah, I have it. I downloaded it, but when when I want to share the video as a window, mention that it's not going to share the audio. Maybe Rita, do you have it on the drive?
Give me a second, okay? Wait for me.
Okay. So I'm going to clarify some parts. Yes, as you mentioned, formative and summative are very related to do something during the process and the final product.
Andy, so sorry, the video is ready. Can I put it? Can I play it or not yet?
Yes, can you? No, I can't.
No, excuse me. I'm going to do it, okay?
Okay,
So I'm going to put the video.
Right now.
Danny, your microphone.
Thank you. I was speaking with my microphone off. Sorry. Okay, so first question. When do we use each type of assessment? When? When do we do? Oh, thank you, Nadeshka. Nadeshka was preparing his answer. So tell me, when do we use each type of assessment? When? At what moment during our units? Or we can use both through the unit. So what do you think? When do we use each type of assessment? Hmm. Uh-huh. Okay, thank you, Nadeshka. Thank you, Milagros. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you, Andrea. Thank you, Jessica. Again. Okay. And how can students use the assessment received? How they can use? What are they going to do with the information or with the summative and the formative assessment? Or the students are not going to do anything? Okay. Okay. The video was very clear about this, about the about formative and summative. Yes, as you mentioned in the chat box, formative assessment is giving. You give formative assessment through all the unit, all the sessions, and has some correct during the process, right? During the process, formative. No, you are giving feedback, you are paying attention on some details, but summative assessment is not bad because it helps us to measure the a kind of learning, no? A kind of that. But it's good at the end of the unit maybe, or at the end of the session. So great. It's important to have this really this concept really clear. Okay, so after watch this video, we are going to read a text related to the curriculum design of the English area because we are going to discover what are the rubrics for first and second grade. What rubrics we use to evaluate and give formative and summative assessment. Okay, so please, you have already you at the in the morning you download this text, the curricular design. Also, is in the WhatsApp group. So go to the page 35 and uh, read and discover what rubrics are, what rubrics do we have. Okay. Do you understand what we have to do? Please give me a reaction. If you don't understand, I can repeat.
Miss, excuse me, I couldn't hear you very well. Could you repeat again?
Okay. We are going to read the curriculum design for the English area. This document is on EVA and also it is on our WhatsApp group. We are not going to read everything. We are going to focus on page 35. In page 35, we are
Page 30,
what?
it's page 35.
Yes.
Okay.
And we are going to discover how many rubrics are for first and second grade. Okay?
Means one question. I can't find page 35.
Okay, wait for me. Wait a minute. Where is the curriculum? Here. Okay, wait a minute. Oh, where is it? Oh my God, there is not. Ah, here. Here, okay? I'm gonna share. So, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, Miss.
Okay. So, we have, I sorry, it is not page 35. It is, according to this, is page 31. 31, we have this part, assessment and, evaluation. So we have here rubrics in primary. So click, and we are going to have these are the rubrics. Reading rubrics, oral communication rubrics, and writing rubrics. And you are going to enter, and this we have the first and second grade. Also, you can enter to oral communication and discover.
Excuse me, Andy, what is the page?
31.
Thank you very much.
You click on the part of primary rubrics that are in color blue. So discover how many rubrics we have for first grade and how many rubrics do we have for second grade. For a long time, I believe that we only work with the speaking and writing rubric. So from the since 2 years, I discovered that also we have rubrics for reading and listening. So now give a quickly look to these rubrics. And also I'm gonna try to share this on the WhatsApp group.
Miss Andrea.
Tell me.
Yes, Miss. I still looking la the document. What is the document exactly?
The what are you talking about? I can understand the
The
document.
document. Yes, the reading that we have to check.
In order you cannot find. I was sharing all the rubrics on the WhatsApp group.
Okay. Okay, Miss. Thank you.
Don't worry. Okay. Also, if you don't have your also if you don't have access to the WhatsApp group, I'm gonna share here the drive where are all the rubrics on the chat box of the WhatsApp.
Excuse me, Miss. You sent three documents and reading rubrics, writing rubric.
There are a kind of eight. So also I share on the what in on the chat box of this meeting. I share the drive with the rubrics.
Paolita, son 9, me parece. Documento.
On find all the rubrics. Okay, so now let's back here. Let's back here and tell me how many rubrics are how many rubrics do you are going to use for only for first grade? How many rubrics?
5 rubrics.
Okay, I listen 5. Okay, someone has another answer. Okay, Karen says 3. Brescia writes 5. So let's see how many rubrics are only for first grade. For first grade, a ver, let's see. Okay, what happened again? We have 5 rubrics. Number 1, a speaking rubric, but for conversation. A speaking rubric, but for oral communication. Listening rubric, reading rubric, and writing rubric. Let's see, this is true or not, or maybe I'm lying. No, let's see. For first grade. Okay, we have 3 competences. But remember that in oral communication, we have listening, and oral presentation is not only one. We have a speech and conversation. So we have here 2 rubrics, one for speech and one for a conversation. We have 2. So 1 rubric for listening. We have 3 rubrics, 1 rubric for writing and 1 rubric for reading. So we have 5 rubrics that we work on first grade. What happened with second grade? What happened with second grade? How many rubrics do we have for second grade?
6 rubrics.
Okay, mention six. Okay, tell me, how many rubrics we have for second grade? For first grade, we have one, two, three, four, five. And for second grade, how many rubrics? How many rubrics? Tell me. The same,
Five?
the same five?
Yes.
Let's see. We have six rubrics. A speaking rubric for conversation, a speaking rubric for speech or oral communication, listening rubric, reading rubric. But here there is something interesting. Writing rubric for the one and second bimester, and writing rubric for the third and fourth bimester. Why? On first grade we have only one writing rubric. And why we have two different rubrics for writing? What do you think is happening here? What do you think? What about this? What happened with this skill, with writing? Why we have these two rubrics, one for one and two bimester and other for three and four? Tell me, what do you think? Okay. Wait a minute. I'm opening. Okay, I listened that someone raised.
Yes, Miss, I am Jessica.
Tell me, Jessica.
What I can see is, for example, the first rubric focus only on words and phrases, and the second one you can see that they focus on complete sentences. And it depends on the process of learning, right? Because they are maybe at the first bimester they only write words, phrases, and then you can elaborate a sentence at the end of the year.
Hmm. Interesting what you mentioned. Okay. Do you agree with Jessica? Or maybe saying, nah, she's crazy. What do you think? Maybe you are thinking the same, or maybe not. What do you think? The rubrics are related with our standards or not? What is the reason? So we are going to see the rubric of for writing, but we're for first grade. Look, this is the rubric to evaluate writing on first grade. We have criterion 1, criterion 2, and criterion 1 is related to the content, and criterion 2 is related to mechanics. No? We have here the scale, beginner, in progress, achieved, outstanding. Only two criteria, only two items. So what happened? So what happened with second grade here? This is for second grade. Look, it's the same as first grade, but this is for first and second bimester. It's the same rubric that we use on first grade. And also here we have the rubric for the bimesters third and fourth. Look, what happened? We have more criteria here, more criterion here. Content, use of English too, mechanics and handwriting. Not only, no, as in first grade we have the other rubric we have only content and mechanics, but here we have use of English one, use of English two, and handwriting. So why? Why at Innova schools do we do this difference? Why cannot start? Why cannot start with the third rubric? With all these criterion at the beginning of second grade. Why do we need to start with the other rubric? Tell me, Linda.
Because they continue adapting from the first grade, they are continue learning to write and everything else. So that goes progressively.
Yes. And there is something important that I like to mention. On first grade, we give formative assessment for writing, only formative. But on bimester fourth, we give summative assessment, summative. And also on this is because on first grade they only copy words, just words, and they copy, they don't produce. But on second grade, they start producing, they start enter to this part of the grammar, no, to build sentences. They are trying to write that. And also if you have the opportunity to see the other rubrics for third and fourth grade, we have more criteria that on the rubric. So now, after see this, what we are going to do? Pay attention. What we are going to do? We are going to read rubrics of first and second grade, and we are going to analyze them using this chart. So we are going to analyze the rubrics. We are going to choose only one rubric. For example, no, I'm gonna choose the. Please choose the grade that you are going to teach. For example, I am a first grade teacher. Choose one rubric of your grade, and if you are going to work second grade, choose one of second grade. Okay, for example, I'm gonna choose, I don't know, a speaking rubric, and you are going to analyze. You are going to write here the grade, what rubric it is, what is the standard, and here you are going to write the criterion one per one and a little brief description. How I'm going to do it? I'm going to model. Wait for me. I'm going to give you this. Where is it? Okay. So I am going to give you this Excel, this Google Docs, and you are going to do it this on groups, okay? On trios. So what are you going to do? First, you are going to go to Archivo, and you are going to click on Hacer una copia. You are going to create a copy. And after you are going to start working. Okay, for example, no, grade, first grade. Okay, sorry, first grade, rubric, I don't know, speaking rubric. Okay, standard, you write the standard. Criterion, okay, you see the criterion of the items that we have in the rubric, and you write it here. And please write a little description, no? For example, use of English. Okay, what is about use of English? I don't know. I think this is grammar structure. Okay, so another is content. Content. Okay, this is about vocabulary. I don't, something we are going to analyze using this Excel. Okay, in trio. You choose one rubric and you complete this Excel. So don't forget, I'm going to share the link of this, but you are going to enter tu archivo and hacer una copia, and you are going to put the name of your group number one, and that's all. So is it clear, or do you need that I clarify or I repeat? Hello? Yes? Okay, okay, Jessica, tell me repeat. Okay, okay, I'm going to repeat. Don't worry. So, what we are going to do now, I am going to give you the link of this Excel, okay? When you have the link on the from the chat box, the first that you are going to do, but you are going to work in trios. Oh, so someone of your trio is going to create the copy, okay? Hacer una copia. So you are going to write the name of your group number one, for example. You create a copy, and after you are going to start to analyze using this. How? For example, I have the rubric of, I don't know, here, of a speaking rubric, oral presentation. Okay, this is the rubric that I'm going to use. Lee, okay, is ready. Okay. So now, look, I have criterion one, content two, use of English, organization, voice. Okay. So I'm going to analyze this on this part. No, first grade. Okay, rubric, speaking, oral, communication rubric. Oh, where? Sorry. Okay, standard. Speaking conversation. This information is from my rubric. So criterion, use of English, content, also I see voice, another use of English, other, no, sorry, this is only one. Content and organization. Okay, this all the criteria, organization. Okay, and you give a little brief description. Now, what is about use of English? What is about content? What is about voice? What is about content again, content two? What is about organization? But you are going to analyze the rubric that you choose. Okay, so this is. I know, sorry, you are not going to create a copy. Sorry, I am committing a mistake. Sorry, because I see this. You have here oral presentation, conversation, reading, listening, and writing. Okay, so now I'm going to put it on groups, and I'm going to tell you what rubric you are going to analyze. Okay, so please pay attention to this part. So we have how many? One, two, three, four, five. Okay. So we have how many here? One, two, three, four. Okay. Here. Here. And Nadeshka. Okay, so group number 1 is going to work on oral communication. Group number 2 is going to work on presentation. Group number 3, reading. Group number 4, on listening. And group number 5 going to work on writing. Okay, so according to your groups, you are going to enter to the correct part here, okay? Oral presentation, conversation, reading, listening, and writing. So now, let's start. So do we have 15 minutes? So don't worry, your groups have the name